guys. Happy Valentine.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You already know it's your boy Rick.
So I'm gonna start with a tidbit. It's weird because Rick is not here. It's like it feels like something is off, but I'm gonna get through it.
Listen, so we got some questions, all right?
It's Valentine's, so happy Valentine's Day. Happy Love Day, y'all.
Polls was ran and all that stuff on our back office, through all our social media. And these are questions that came kind of float to the top here, so we wanted to answer some of those questions.
The tidbit for today is, what is the true meaning of true love? In true love, both partners recognize and value each other's individuality, opinions, and feelings. They listen without judgment and show consideration for each other's needs and wishes. Respect in true love means treating each other with kindness and honor even in disagreements. Love is a feeling and a choice all at the same time. All right, so that's the tidbit for today. So today's going to be a little bit different, of course, because it's Valentine's Day. So we've been asking over all of our social media platforms for questions about love, questions that you may want answered for us, and some that you may want to answer for yourself. So let's go.
I know my wife's answering her questions. I'm going to answer mine the way I answer. We'll see how it matches up, but you know how it is. Anyway, so first question is.
So let me see here, which is the first one I want to answer. What would I buy Rick if he gave me $5 and asked me to buy him a gift?
So what would you buy me if I gave you $5 and asked you to buy me a gift? Okay.
$5 and asked me to buy him a gift.
Gift.
I just buy him some Taco Bell.
$5, we can probably get a rose. I know she likes roses. I could probably get her like one rose for like $5 maybe.
I would just get him that box from Taco Bell. He'd be fine. That's about $5, ain't it? I think it's probably $6. So maybe I'd have to go to Burger King, but that's about it. He loves his food. So wherever that $5 lie, it's gonna be at some food place that could afford $5. But I think it's Taco Bell.
Something like that, or food. You know, something that has to do with food. You know, she likes Taco Bell. I know that. So, you know, it could be that as well. The $5 box, Taco Bell action. But I think, or maybe a chocolate bar. She likes this specific chocolate bar from, I believe it's CVS or Walgreens, that has like some fruits and some nuts in there. She really likes that. I think it's under $5 as well. I think she would actually like that. So that's it.
Would you rather we were caught being intimate or caught having a full-blown argument? Let me see.
Bro, you don't want nobody catching you being intimate though.
Having a full-blown, when you're talking about a full-blown argument, that's tough. That means y'all mad. That's embarrassing.
I mean, arguments are arguments. People can kind of understand that. And if you get mad, then it's like, you on 10, she on 10.
How intimate? If it's just a kiss, you know, a little kiss, a little slap on the tush, that's cute. But having sex, that's kind of embarrassing. So no, I would have to go with the argument.
That can be pretty embarrassing, but I'm just saying it's a lot better than getting caught being intimate. That's like, ugh.
Even though that is super duper embarrassing.
All right, okay. All right, so if we could do any adventurous activities together, what would you choose?
What would you choose?
Adventurous activity.
I think we've done it already, and that's parasailing, because that's the closest I'll ever get to skydiving, because I'm never doing skydiving. So we did parasailing, so I think that's as good as it gets.
There's a few different ones that we already did. I think I would do another helicopter ride. I like those. I think it's adventurous, you know what I mean? And I think we haven't done a whole lot of that. I think we did once or twice.
So I'm not doing anything else other than that. That's as adventurous as I would get. What was my first opinion of my husband when we met?
Of my wife?
The first time I met him, he had a six-pack.
She was beautiful.
And why I fell in love with his six-pack, when I tell you I fell in love with his six-pack, I could count every pack. And
physically, she had them things standing up to it right there. I was like, woo! boy, I'll tell you, boy. But you know,
It was the first guy that I saw in person that actually was that ripped, and I fell in love with that. I'm being totally honest.
I don't want to objectify her too much, but that was something that attracted me at 20 years old. You know, at 19, I think I was 18 or 19 years old. So that was one of the things too. But
It's no longer a 6'5", but we're not going to talk about that.
I thought she was beautiful. To me, the most beautiful thing about her was she looked like a woman. You know what I mean? She didn't look like a child. You know what I mean? She has this womanly thing about her. Looks nurturing. Anyway, so now next one. In what ways could we have more fun as a couple?
I think we are pretty adventurous.
We be doing our thing though. We be going out and doing our thing. So I don't think there's a lot more that we can do unless we just do more of it.
I would think that we are down to do whatever for the most part. So more ways that we could have fun as a couple is to just do it more. Is to just do it more, have more fun, and be more adventurous. Like, let's just go. You know, we only have one chance here. We're not gonna be here forever. Just let's have fun. Let's do it.
And a lot of times, the stuff that we did with the Vegas trip and going to Atlanta, and we drive, we take boats, we go to islands, we do a whole bunch of things. So I think just more of that in a bigger capacity, maybe in some foreign countries internationally, because we do a lot of local stuff, but we don't do a lot of international stuff. I think we should do a little bit more of that. There's so much to do in the USA anyway.
What has been the best date you've been on this year? This year just started, so not yet, but last year in Vegas.
This year, well, we just started this year, but so we can't really say this year, but I can say last year we did a whole bunch of things.
Was the most exciting time of the year. I think every day was a date. We had so much fun. It was adventurous. It was exciting. Just spending time. It was just me and him and just reconnecting on that level. Every day was fun. So I think that was my most adventurous time. It was throughout my birthday. It was so much fun.
Tamar concert was really good in Atlanta, but I gotta say the Usher one probably took the cake. The Usher concert that we did in Las Vegas. So we flew to Las Vegas and everybody kind of saw the vlog that we did. It was amazing out there, bro. So I think that's one of the most amazing trips we've taken so far, especially for last year, I should say, for last year.
Do you think your relationship is how you imagine it would be when you first met? No. Actually, I think our relationship is better than what I expected.
No, things have changed. We've gotten older, we've gotten more mature. When it started out, of course, we thought each other was cute and it was all, mostly physical, how that starts out like that.
We dated very young, so we were dating at 19, 20. So, you can't really see your future at that point. But it went way better than I thought, y'all, because...
And then you never think that it's gonna grow into something like this, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and be like, man, I really care about this person. I don't want him out of my life. And you just make the other steps to make that happen, to keep them in your life for the rest of your life. So I like it. I like that the way that we've changed so far. And
we're growing up. We have 2 amazing kids, and we doing it. Like 2 little kids from Jamaica that came up here, and we doing our thing. So it's way better than I expected. But now that I'm at this junction, because we've done so much, I expect more now. When we first met, we've superseded what I thought it would be.
I think the maturity has brought us to a level where I feel like both of us are comfortable with, and hopefully we just grow the same way going forward, So I really like it. I really like where we are.
All right. How often do you think about your spouse when y'all are not together? We are together a lot.
All the time. If we're not together, I'm checking up on you anyway. So it feels like we're still together. So we're like.
So if I do get some time away, I mean, first off, if I go somewhere, he's gonna always check in.
I'm still calling you. I'm still texting you. Hey, what you're doing? So it still feels like it, especially when this person's your best friend. You're always gonna be thinking about them, always. So I think that's kind of a gimme.
Once he checks in to make sure that I get wherever I'm going to, then after that, he lets me be. So of course I'll think about that. If I don't get that check-in, That would be concerning because he always does that. But other than that, I think we'd be fine. We're together a lot, so I think time apart would be fine.
I always will be thinking about her. It doesn't matter how long I'm away from her. All right, so now, if I was to be famous, what it be for? Would it be for me?
If I was to be famous, what would it be for? If I was to be famous, it would be for
me. I like the arts, anything that has to do with the arts. I play piano, I play the drums, I sing a little bit, not a lot, but I do some acting, so I do a whole bunch of different things. All right, but I like the arts, period. Okay, so
I don't know, my personality, my style, my swag, because I get asked about all my stuff a lot more than y'all would think. I get a lot of inboxes asking me about clothes, shoes, makeup, you name it.
I'd say maybe acting or something like that would be like the next level right now. You know what I mean? So I love it. So that's what I think I've been doing. That's what I would love to do.
Funny enough, I don't know why I'm not doing a vlog for that, because I get those questions a lot. But yeah, I'd be known for that, because the girl could shop now. And not only do I shop, but I know what to get for myself, because you got to know your body type, right? So you got to know how to dress for your body. That's important. What's the #1 place you want to visit with your spouse? He has a bucket list. I don't. I could go on the fly. I would say Italy.
I like Italy and Paris and stuff like that.
You know, we've always talked about doing an international cruise. So if we do an international cruise, then we would be able to hit all those spots in one go. So, you know, Italy, Paris, all of that good stuff. So I think that would be amazing. That's what I would really love to do.
European countries, but I also believe that something along the lines of Egypt, or you know what I mean, you know, kind of on that coast, maybe Abu Dhabi or somewhere like that. But I kind of feel like that's in our future anyway, because we kind of heading in that direction. So hopefully we get to do that.
What do you remember about your first date? Oh, our first date was in California, because that's where we lived at first.
First date I think was in California when we met, and I believe we took a bus or something.
And we took a bus to the movie theater. I don't remember exactly where the movie theater was, but we took a bus to the movie theater, and it was just so amazing. You know, it was a fun time. We were very young, and
we took a bus and we went to the movies. We went to the movies, and we did, you know, we hugged in the movies. I believe we were making out. Yeah. And, you know, I don't remember what the movie was, but afterwards we were still exploring. We were new to California, so we took the bus to the movie theater and we had dinner. It wasn't no big dinner, y'all, like how we eat now. It was little and cute, but it was wonderful. And we watched a movie. I don't remember what movie it was. And then when it was time to get back home, we didn't know where to find the bus stop. We came out and we tried to, I think we had some problems getting home, but we didn't have any money. It was to get on the bus to go back home. It took us a minute, but we still had fun. It was a very fun date. That was our first date. But it was, I think looking back at it, it was kind of sweet. You know what I mean? Seeing that I wanted so bad to go out with her that I took her on the bus, and she was gracious enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna roll with him and see what happens. You know what I mean? Because she didn't have to, you know what I mean? But anyway, I don't think she would do that right now. The hot girl summer that came along, and no girl's gonna do that right now. Even the 19-year-olds is probably not gonna do that with any guys right now. So it's crazy, but I think it was innocent. I really liked it. I actually really liked that memory as well. What's your favorite thing about being with your spouse? My favorite thing about being with my spouse is, favorite thing about being with my baby daddy, my husband, my lover, my friend. My favorite thing about being with him is that, favorite thing about being with my wife is I can talk to her about anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If I'm having a bad day, I can talk to her. If I'm having a good day, I can talk to her. If there's something that's bothering me, something that's on my mind, I think I can be vulnerable around her. He's spontaneous as well. Oh, he listens. He apologizes. He knows how to apologize. He knows how to shut down an argument better than I do. The burden of a guy to manage a family is already there. So if if it's you against the world, and you want to come home to somebody that you can talk to, and stuff of that nature.
If you could relive one day of your life, what day would it be? To be honest, it would be the day he asked me to marry him, because we didn't get married right away. We had our son first. And first of all, I didn't want him to get married to me because we had a kid, because that's not love to me. I want him to get married to me because he wants to get married to me. So I'm not one of those girls. I wanted him to get married to me because he wanted to. So when it happened in the 6th year of our relationship, and I was not expecting it. And I think that day was memorable. And the words that he said, I still remember up to this day. He said, there'll be many women, but there'll be none like you. And that's why I want to marry you. I never forgot that. And that was one of the best days of my life, because he made an honest woman out of me. So now I'm a wife. Nobody could take that from me. Since you've been together, you've become more or less introverted? That's an interesting question, because I've always been extrovert.
I think I became a lot more extroverted once I met my wife, and I think it made me a more well-rounded person. I think that really is.
But I've learned to tone it down a little bit. So I think I would consider myself now to be an ambivert. So I think I think I'm way more balanced. So I've never been an introvert, but maybe on the extrovert side, it was like on 100. So now I took it down a couple notches. So I think I'm a little bit more balanced than I used to be. And it's working out a lot better. So I know when to turn up, and I know when to chill. I know when to listen in a room, and I know when to walk away from a room. So I think I've gotten a little bit better with that.
I think that's about it, guys.
So those are my answers.
Thank you so much for listening in. I think that was some cool questions, and hopefully you guys will learn some stuff about us.
And I hope you like them. Happy Valentine.
Again, this is Love Marriage Coffee. If you haven't done that already, go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification button, comment, do the whole thing. Thank you so much for listening. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
That was great.
I know y'all said one, but he makes me feel safe, and he's always going to try his best to make me feel happy.
Good.
Yeah.